we're ready to go pretty much any time here. Jackie, I think we're going to get underway momentarily. This could be the final map of what has been the best major of all time.
It very well could be. This has been the best bot CSGO tournament of all time. That is a fact. It is not a question. It is a statement. And at this point, we're back in. Gambit, of course, starting off on the T side. The CTs of Heroic hitting aggro to kick us off, though. Straight down middle, but it's just a massacre. It's looking more like an abattoir, as there's just dead bodies everywhere.
It's looking worse at B because there's no one home. We often see a stack rotation on Inferno, but usually that results in getting a few kills. They've only got one, and it's after the fact, after the information's been given up, and the bomb planted. Where the hell is Cadian going? Wants to go see if his ex-girlfriend's home in the apartments, but guess what, Cadian? She doesn't call you back for a reason. Stowen is gone, and the last two remaining CTs are well removed from the picture. Great positioning, I have to say, right now from Hobbit, as he'll sneak up and get in underneath of the atrium, and CT Spawn doesn't even need to do anything because Shiro's got the kills instead. Now he'll get baited in. Cadian, maybe he's a little bit mad about that comment about his girlfriend because now he's fighting back. Problem is, there's a bomb, and it's about to explode. He's got 3 kills. Good start. Can he get a 4th? Well, might have to have a gun in a hand. He does do it. 4 kills. That'll give him great money in the next round. He stays alive. Not that it really matters, although he does keep the armor on the kit, I should say. But it's still going to be the first round for Gambit.
God, Matt, I'd say I think you struck a nerve with him there, getting him to go on for the 4K, but as we know, bots don't have feelings. Maybe you've clipped one of the wires, though. There was a bit of electrostatic discharge that sent him off in a hizzy, because he's massacred 4 men. That was a hell of a way to make a statement into the round. Much like the Microsoft clip, though, can he help out the rest of his team and provide a bit of assist here? Cadian going down into the opening moments of this. Enters, overconfident, sprints round up arch side and gets hit upside the head.
Stowen, oh my goodness, I thought he was going to have good position, but made too much noise, and a chicken squawked and gave him away. The goddamn chickens in this game. Counter-Strike not only doesn't care about competitive integrity, they just put these chickens in to make noise, but they also don't care about animals because they get shot all the bloody time. I try and make them run around behind me in deathmatch. You wouldn't believe how many people just slaughter them and stare me down and make it my living hell that all of my chickens are dead. Borups killed Shiro. He'll work back through the arch and back turn to avoid any potential non-existent flashbangs because we don't have grenades. It's still the right play because he gets the second kill toward Moto. There's an old reference for you. Most of you younglings probably don't even remember him. What a guy. As Borup goes in, tries to go straight on the defuse to bait out the tease. He certainly did. Hobbit comes out of his hole. He's wondering why the hell Gandalf marked up his door, and he's a little pissed off about it, so he'll get another round for Gambit.
Oh, as we all know, every journey starts with a single step, and there was 2 steps there from Hobbit, both of them in the right direction for a victory. Clean kills coming out from him from the Krieg. 2 rounds up already. Gambit here looking very good on Inferno if they want the 2-0. If they want to win themselves the first bot major, it's entirely doable if they keep this sort of pace up, sprinting their way in towards the A site at this point. Interesting ingenuity being shown from the CTs. Not a very common angle, and we can probably see why. At least Tessus gets one. Stown keeps himself alive with the scope plays as he adjusts onto the second, but couldn't hit the trigger in time.
I thought he had a chance at that. But now we've got to see that. We've got to see Heroic do something on the CT side. I mean, obviously Cadian's calling. I'd love to hear the comms at this point. I don't really speak AI, but at least we could hear the emotion because it's got to be stressed right now. You're going down potentially 3-0 with a bomb plant at the start of the major finals. You're already down a map. You've got to get things rolling, and Shiro makes it worse. Cadian's gone. Call from the grave. Gun sticking out, but they choose to look past it. Nico thought maybe he was going to be peeked from pit first. He will be now, but it's on the stairs of the graveyard, and the grave diggers put 2 more bodies in the ground.
Yeah, Inter's good play there. Looking very much akin, of course, to the man that dropped the track to Graveyard, giving them a big L into that round. It was tasty stuff, and they are thrusting themselves into CS bot history here. Heroic, they've got to slow it down a little bit. They've been going for some crazy, outrageous plays when it comes to the pushes. The gamble stacks once again as well. This time, they add another digit. Another player on the A site. Exact same angles, Matt. It didn't work before. Will it work now?
Well, they're going to wrap through CT spawn. So same angles, and it's been red. Oh, the bomb's coming back, though. This could actually pay off this time. Nico with a headshot. That close with the scout. My God, the aim on him. Inter spots up the fact that they are heading back his direction, and they didn't read that there would be a third, especially in Library. little did they know he came back through T-spawn.
Oh,
It's
no.
not even uncommon. Oh, no, bomb. Oh,
Oh,
that was almost out of reach. Almost a bit too far for the arms of the AI, but it's Tessis that will take down Nafny. They managed to get it and get it on the ground. Tessis has his job cut out for him. A defuse required, and Borup will bait him in. And perhaps Borup can make good on it because they each have 3 kills. One of them's got to go to 4 if they want to win this round. Then it's going to be Borup to do so, but Hobbit holds, and he takes down Borup as well. Once again, Hobbit the hero on Inferno for Gambit in a major final. We've seen it before.
Hobbit is getting hype back in his favor. He's building his stock back up. He wants the tweets. He wants the fans to be back representing him. He wants to be enamored with in the CS community. And his bot self is doing that right now. If he keeps up these sort of clutches, these types of 2Ks, he's going to be all over Reddit with some people saying nice things and some people saying weird things.
And mostly very inappropriate things. Dicks. Hobbit. Oh, gone this time. Borup from front of the hay bales. Doesn't need any cover in front of him. Stowen, in fact, happy to just let him stay there and bait him in because he doesn't feel like peeking. In fact, he's probably just sitting there wondering what's going on. He'll look out now and realize Borup's doing it all. He was right. Let him sit there. Let him sit there indeed. A 4K as he shuts down Quad. And just like that, they're on the board. First round for the CTs. How's the money on the T side? Not terrible, I have to say. Hobbit's already gone back in. Shiro, no one's going to drop for the man? Bit rude.
Yeah, I mean, Hobbit, you know what, Matt? Maybe the ego coming in there after those few rounds he won, but they're going to be tested. Egotistical plays need to be pulled out, and that's what's going to happen. 4K with the Krieg, Hobbit denying the 5, stealing the last as Borup gets busted.
I nearly busted. What a play! Straight down banana, 4 kills that quickly. Talk about shutting down momentum. Heroic. That is an absolutely impressive round, but they have not broken the CTs just yet. We all know how this economy works. It's a catch-up. And that means the catch-up mechanic favoring the CTs will allow them to bring out 3 FAMASes, an auto sniper, and an M4. Tessis fires through both. Hobbit and Nafny go down. Shiro managing to trade back 1. But all the work to do, Stowen makes it easy. This guy's got to be throwing at this point. 2 and 6, and he hasn't been in any of the fights. Borup this time the one to bait him, and perhaps rightfully so. Katie in there as well. Bomb planted, and they're both in perfect position. They concede the money, but they had to guarantee the kill. Remember, they're on reset right now. They have to win this round if they want any chance of guns forward. Cadian's in the open. Where's the aim? Axel couldn't find it, but he will now. He gets Nico as well. Borup in a 1-on-2, making a 1-on-1. He's on the bomb, tries to bait it out. He's done it, but defuse? Sir, you have to look down and press the button. Press the... Did you accidentally program Gambit to be, or sorry, Heroic to be G2, Sam? Because I'm pretty sure they're the only ones that don't know how to defuse a bomb.
Oh, Matt. His AI's defaulted back to the original chicken profile that we had to use to code them. Rather than defuse the bomb, he's just going to sit on it until it hatches. But it hatches in a way that's quite horrific, blowing his legs off.
Oh my god, call Ocelot. It's happened again.
Oh, that's rough. Whenever it seems like Heroic have the smallest of margins to get into the game, well, they really just fuck it all away. And again, mistakes were made. 1 round on the board, that's all they've got. Panic coming out from Cadian, but finally adjusts his code. Borup, though, 1 mistake's not enough. He even follows through with a team kill here, but somehow it's a 1v1.
It's starting to fall apart. I think the pressure's setting in right now for Heroic, and they're down 7-1. Looking worse than how it did originally on Overpass. Overpass, you can argue, there's more T-side opportunity. Inferno's usually pretty locked down. We talk about the battle for Banana. Well, this is just the battle for anything at this point for Heroic. As Nafny's going to work himself up underneath the bicycle, but gun not in hand. Stowen's already down middle. Confidence this time. Heroic wants to change the pace. They'll even get 1 on inters before Hobbit puts Stowen back in his place. Borup's going to wrap back around. Hobbit 1 versus 3. Bomb down, ult mid, and completely surrounded by CTs. What is his play going to be? AK in hand. He's got time to work with. Minute 24, so he'll sit back and maybe let them make more mistakes. They've made plenty. I'm still blown away they didn't defuse that bomb.
No. And they were quite literally blown away by Hobbit at this point, though, trying to hit them like a hurricane as he sprints up second mid. Little adjustment, little tap. That's all we needed to see from Nico, as he does finally get Heroic a second round. But you got to be thinking, a map like Inferno, CT side, you need to be building yourselves a buffer. This could very easily have been 4 to 5 rounds on the board for Heroic, right? The fact they've only got 2, that's going to be a horrible spot to stay into, especially if they go for the potassium punishment once again. Everyone down map running into the scope, but it's not going to hit. It won't work out. It's Cadian the killer, famous with a famous, as he sprays them up in the face, and it all falls onto Inter's 1v2 once again, holding to the ramp. Oh, but he slips over, slid down in a pile of his own oil, and he's out of it.
Man, oh man, what a turnaround. We talk about not defusing and nearly giving up the entire half. They're suddenly getting some momentum. Nafany this time. Hobbit is selfish. Second time he could drop a gun for a teammate, and he hasn't done it. Horrible Hobbit. Maybe that's why he hasn't been on a good team in all these years, since winning that major. All along, we thought Zeus was the hero, but he and the coach that I can't remember the name of right now kicked together. Maybe it was Hobbit all along that was the problem.
Apparently so. Just squirrels away all the money. Never wants to give out any handouts, no weapons, no firepower, so let's hope he can put his money where his mouth isn't. This round is down, tucked in, a classic bot position. In the back of the site, ready, with his sights honed into balcony, but they're stuck, Matt. They're bouncing into one another. It's up to Axel to come in, but he gets scared. He gets panicked, and he runs away. What the fuck is going on?
I don't know, but Stowin's figured it out. At least Hobbit will find one drop down, and you are right. Running away. Nico, he's doing the same. He's at alt middle. He's out of boiler. He's going, you know what, guys? Fuck this. Let him have it. We'll win it on the CT side, or T side, rather. When we swap over, bomb's going to be planted. Axel will get Cadian down as they realize their mistakes and try and make up for lost ground. Borup, the only one perhaps that can, but he doesn't know how to defuse a damn bomb. So he better still have Nico in the picture. And as this gets closer to the end, it will be Nico that has to do it all himself. 1-on-2, low HP for Inters. Could catch him out, but only if he gets Nafany first, as he fires his load emptily toward the pits, and Nafany gets him back with a pistol for it. That's, I think, twice that the pistols have found kills, despite Hobbit not giving them guns. So maybe Hobbit knows something we don't.
Yeah, maybe it's an internal play. Is coding specifically designed to work better with pistols, as he does look to be a little bit like an Agent 47 at the minute. He's a silent assassin with those silver ballers, and he's straight balling in the server. Heroic, they're going to be crying, however. Only 3 rounds picked up.
You see in the stack right now.
Yeah, this is a bit ambitious. This is a Mo call.
Wow. It's the right call for Gambit, because they're going to walk in. And the bomb to be planted free of charge. Even a little bit of scouting going on as Shiro works up towards CT spawn. Now the reaction comes in. The CTs have to work all the way back over. 2 FAMASs and a bunch of M4s. Interesting to see a silenced M4 for Cadian. Interesting to see Stowin sitting back inside of the B side still. Save? Call the save, boys. Gonna need it. Looks
Come on, lads. It's not going to work.
Crossfire set up. Decent positions as well. Could be a trade. Nafany's gun's going to be showing through the wall, but is that bait red for the Bulls? Might slide like Max Verstappen out of position on this one, though, as they sneak out, and Hobbit is ready. Same angle Hobbit gets to. How many times have we seen him get the same angle on this map? As Stowin gets back, the kills actually do go the way of the CTs, but the bomb blast goes the way of Gambit, and 9-3 our score.
The retake, it was good. It was damn good. They're hitting their shots. They're playing quality CS when it comes to the 1v1 firefights, but the team play, the decision-making, anything to do with actually playing the objective of Counter-Strike, that's just not really there at the minute. It's like nailing jelly to a wall. It just really doesn't fucking work.
Yeah, how do you do that?
A lot of nails and a lot of hope.
I was thinking maybe like lay the wall down flat.
Oh, that probably would work. That would cheat the system, actually.
That's not bad, right? It's good. It's got to be drywall, though. Otherwise, it's just floor. Tessus will take out Hobbit. Bomb down, however. Axel, Shiro, they're going to respond. Axel with the AK, clearing corners, even checking in behind the boxes. Little double take both directions. Doesn't want to cross the street and get hit by a goddamn car. But right now, Heroic's being run over by a bus because it's about to be double digits again for Gambit. We might have a short grand final at this rate, which is quite disappointing, I must say. As Nico has to work his way back through library. He's Got teammates with him, both Borup and Katie, and working out from the arch. In fact, he's got one right in front, but he's going to leave Borup to take that. That was nearly a high IQ play. Let the second player get the kill. He can get on the bomb. They all turn past him, but it doesn't work out. Gambit, too swift, too sharp, and too damn good as they find double digits already.
Yeah, the big box bruiser. Nafani tucked into the back of the site. No one expects him. And he'll take him down with a couple of easy knob adjustments. At this point, Heroic, you are really firmly up Struggle Street. Do something. Make an adjustment. Go wild if you need to. They pick up an auto sniper on Nico, but he's not got naughty once into this matchup. Get out there, get aggro, and lay down the law with the auto sniper. Maybe, just maybe though, they've been gifted an opportunity. They are all thunderfooting their way towards him like a herd of elephants, and he's armed with the elephant rifle.
Oh, but watch Axel. Oh, never mind. Borup's got him down. I thought he was going to sneak right around, and AWP wouldn't have a chance. Tunnel vision toward quad. What are these trades? My goodness, sloppy counter-strike, but yet it still comes out even. Watch the flank. That could be the key, as Cadian is on the move. Both backs turned in his direction as they try and stare down Stowen. Holding the bomb. Inter's gone. Doesn't even need Cadian. He's got both kills on his own, but Cadian was there for good measure. A fourth round, so 10-4, similar to what we saw before half in the first map. Question is, can they get one closer before we swap over this time, Jackie? It's gonna be close. Guns are there, but FAMASas, they've got 8K.
Hey, you know
the
what?
bots are French. That must be it.
The thing is, if the AI's decided it's the play they need to make, who am I to disagree? I am but a mere man, whereas they are an open SAM AI. And they need to be smart. They need to be smart into this round, Matt. If they get a fifth, it's entirely doable. Well, that's a really good half. In bot Counter-Strike, 5 rounds is pretty sick.
Well, right now, it's going to be passive inside of the A site. Around the corner they go. Trade it out. Hobbit gets Tessis down. It's Hobbit that's going to follow up as well and find Borup. He's got the bomb. Nafany's going to rotate around behind him. Hobbit's planting with no cover, but they've obviously cleared through CT, and they're confident in saying that there's no one else toward the A side. It was a 3-2 split. Again, Nico all the way down toward alt middle. I shouldn't say again Nico. It hasn't been him every time pushing out of position, but it's not the first time we've seen him jumping through Boiler when A has been lost. The good news is he's confirmed everything behind him is clear, but the bad news is he's got a 1-on-3 clutch to close the half. Hobbit inside the site, 15 HP. He's the one in the front. They can bait the low HP player. That's how good these bots are. Nico's better, though. He's got Hobbit and Nafany down. He's going to get straight on. He's going to stick this. Shiro's going the wrong way. He's not read this right. And Nico, he makes up for Borup's mistake earlier in the half, and it's 10-5.
My goodness. The defuse coming in clutch. He needed a diffuser, but instead he brought some tools to get him back into the game. The wrench that they needed to salvage what was otherwise a fairly shit half, and it now looks manageable.
Honestly, I mean, these guys may not even be human, but they've got bigger balls than most of you in chat to hold that diffuse. In a one-on-one, after clutching back against 2, that is massive. Heroic might be back in this.
Scary factor is, though, Matt. Pistol rounds, you never know how they're going to go. The one thing we do know, though, is Heroic. They're going straight up arch side. Are they, though? Actually readjusting as they send one man back around through quad. The quad killer, as he's pulling out the pistol, hitting him with a Glock, and the gap causes gashes, leaving us in a 3v3.
Bomb down, however. Watch the hold. Katie will take out Nafany. Watch the rotation back as well. The CT's leaving that bomb. They want to go hunting. Awkward exchange down middle. Borup, I think they can still see each other, but Cadian comes around from behind and claws into the back of Inters. Axel will work on his own. Bomb, again, was down, but they gave that up. They wanted to get aggressive. Doesn't necessarily pay off. A plant coming through. Exactly what Heroic need. They need this pistol. Remember, they did not win the first, or sorry, excuse me, the second half pistol, the first round of the second half in the last map when they were trailing. So this would be a massive achievement and perhaps force out map 3, which we would have to go back to the algorithmoid to find out what it is. Very slow from Axel as he still rotates back over from B, and it's a stack inside the site. Rightfully so, nothing to lose at this point. You got pistols, a little bit of armor, but the win, far more important. They'll hear him coming. There's no way Axel gets 3 in this. Surely not. Borup's already got him down.
Easy pickings there for Borup, the Banisher. At this point, it really is worrying for Gambit. There's been a few rounds that you could throw on top of this scoreline. If you've been here since the start of this matchup, you'd realize this could be a much closer game based off a couple of mistakes that were made from the heroic players. But it feels like they've splashed some water. Well, probably not water because that'd do some damage to the circuits, but they splashed a little bit of oil on the face, and it's got them awake now. They're ready to frag, and they're showing that off, Matt. This could be a really close game.
Well, the rotations are going back through CT, but Hobbit might have to turn soon, or maybe not at all, because Shiro has two, making a third. Takes down Nico, his final tally. Axel was lost in the process. Cadian looking the wrong way, and that is a heck of a turn. They won the pistol this time, Heroic, but they did not follow it up at all, and Gambit has 11, and they've got control of the money. Aggressive buy on the T side naturally has to be. Borb's gone immediately on to the SIG.
Pulls out the creek. Ooh, scary stuff. I mean, normally we say we don't want to see people follow through, but in a game like CS, it's the one time where it's the difference to that statement. And he's surely going out giving it at this point as he shuts down the first response back from Hobbit with the FAMAS. Will he keep on the gun? He will, but that's merely on his corpse. Nafani, though, with the 3K, comes out spraying and slaying as he hits her with the quick flicks, and it all falls onto Nico. A 1v2 trapped towards middle, but he sprayed up and laid down to rest. Nico's gone, and Gambit are going for the victory.
They are indeed. You could have confused me as to which NAF that was because it almost looked good. That was solid work. 13 kills now for him, but 4 in that round. We've yet to see an ace, but we have seen some massive clutches. And 12-6 as Nafany, maybe not done there, wants to go back and peek toward the top of middle. He's going to follow it up. I almost said 6. 5 kills. I did say 6. I didn't almost say it. I did bloody well say it. And you should hold me accountable. Don't let me lie to you. Donald Trump lied to you for the last 4 years. We've had enough of bloody lies, Jackie. It's 5 kills in the last 2 rounds as Nico sneaks in. Tech 9. What a baller. And he's going to absolutely destroy Shiro with it. That is a sick weapon. I want it back. Oh. Not quite like it was in 2014, but close.
Well, here's the thing, Matt. I mean, much like the rapper Tech 9, currently he's running the gamut on psychology. And if he can keep it up, he could get himself a Grammy. But he's got to back off, head over towards B. They don't overextend.
Sorry, did you say Granny? Because that's like Richard Lewis's biggest fantasy.
Strong uptake for gilf porn in Richard Lewis's recent life.
Well, don't knock until you tried it, lads.
I mean, I have. Well, I wouldn't talk about it so confidently if I hadn't. Stoward's going to be in the corner. He's going to try something a little bit different, and that's called lining them up. He nearly got all 3 in his crosshair at the same time, but it's on to Nico. And the Tech 9. This could be the moment. He's going to sit back, check it out, and go to the knife for whatever reason. A brilliant play. And it's going to be another round. I say it's close, though. I say it's close. Bomb's gone. He knew the knife was good enough to do the dirty deeds. As it's now 7 rounds for Heroic.
Oh, the disrespect. The Butcher Pete play. He pulls out the steel, looking like Wicked Scan Man, and it was genuinely a wicked BM play, as they're going to be frustrated to high hell with that one. Heroic, staying in the game, building themselves back up a buffer, trying to keep this game going. They know what the fans want at a bot major. They know they want all 3 maps, and hiding, down with a jump up the misplay as his accuracy goes haywire and his circuitries need changing because he's really fucked that one up.
Somebody reprogram him. Shiro's reprogrammed Tessis. He'll come back in the next round at this point, but it's still the man advantage for Gambit. Bomb's going to be planted by Nico, however, on the A site, and for whatever reason, they've gone to T-spawn again. So we'll just have to wait and see how this one plays out, see if they can find their way back, if they have their GPS coordinates correctly programmed. Apparently they don't. They're going to be. This is just all gone wrong. Axel's got a kill on Nico. You'd think maybe that would send one of them in that direction. Yeah, Axel's the only one with a brain this round. Well done, son. I'm proud of you.
Oh, no. You can see who was using Apple Maps and who was sticking to Google Maps there. His path clearly much quicker as he finds his way towards the site in record time, slowly skulking his way further forward, inspecting the FAMAS, but I don't think he's going to be inspecting another round. Actually, though, he gets a close look on the bomb, but there physically isn't enough time. He's got to get out of there. Barup going in with a blade out just to once again get the disrespect off. But up in a puff of smoke goes all the chickens and all of the CTs that were trapped on the site.
I just need a nade. We need one nade on Gambit's side to throw at the pit, okay? That would just make this the perfect grand final for Gambit.
The return of the X-Bot.
I miss Doja. The moments that guy gave us, both entertainment-wise and gameplay-wise will live on forever. Hobbit's got Testis down. 3-man setup with tons of bait and switch potential, but they're going to give that up because they want to get aggressive. Bomb down as a result. Inters does get Borup. They still hold position, but Snaf's Fanny has fallen foul as Stowen takes down both he and Inters. And Stowen's going to go back inside of the site, try and redeem the round. Shiro, get some accuracy, my man, surely. These bots are worse than I am, and Axel has to save the day again. Good God, this guy is stepping up when needed. It's on to Nico in a 1-on-2.
Coming in from Banana. You would have favored the scopes, but it seems like Nico's sending Axel up in a puff of smoke. 55 seconds left on the clock. The bomb is down, but effectively they've traded places. Nico at this point looking more like a CTE. He's got to retake his own bomb site to recover this chunk of C4, get it dropped on the floor, and leave Shiro breathing no more. Advances further forward, tucked in by the fountain. A quick flick through the wall and say goodbye to Nico as he's been done.
Don't indeed. But this game far from, I say far from, Gambit does get 13, but I'm seeing some signs of life right now. On the T side. Haven't seen a whole lot from Cadian as of late, but Borup is absolutely rolling right now. In fact, leads the way with 21 kills, 5 assists, but Hobbit takes over. Hobbit takes over indeed. 4 kills. Sprays down Banana. 1 HP left, but we might have a chance for our first ace. Axel's going to beat him to it. I don't think he'll care at this point because it's 2 rounds to go before Gambit win their second major final. And this one arguably,
their first bot major.
Absolutely. This one arguably the most important because there can only be one first winner of a bot major, and that will live on forever under the Gambit flag.
Probably a more memorable final in many ways as well, Matt, honestly. It would be a hell of a feat and definitely a treat if they can pick it up, and this might be the round to end it. They go charging down, but Rupp falls. It's all on one. Tessus, he's been the savior for round in, round out. He's done everything he can, but at this point, it looks like this will be match point picked up for Gambit. They go to 15. They've got the guaranteed draw. All they need is to play flawlessly for 1 round, and they take the whole damn title.
Whole damn title, but what's the fight back going to be? Cadian, what's the call? Bomb's going to be the hands of Stowen. He holds on to just a deagle. And they're a little bit hesitant as to which direction they want to go. No banana control. This is going to allow a push. Naf's heading down, but they can smell Naf's Fanny, and down he goes as Nico gets the shot in return. Immediately, the man advantage now for Heroic. And unfortunately, that does spell disaster. Borup's going to take out Hobbit. A trade, though, at least. So something for Gambit to work towards. Shiro wants more. Axel's going to go as well. They may have already sent 1 down, Banana. Make it 2, but will they expect the 3rd? Shiro sneaking in behind. Tessus wants to check it because he's the only one left on the map, and they'll survive for yet another round.
The hero, not up to the task. But it's fine. You can concede that one. You can drop a couple. You've got yourselves a huge buffer, boys. It's the size of an extra large baguette here. So they don't need to panic, don't need to force into these rounds. Play it smart. Maybe don't do something like this, though. Everyone's sprinting down middle, and it is only Shiro that shows up, but not for long. He's finished off, all on Hobbit with the AWP. Quick flicks, but not enough. As Cadian coming in with a nice adjustment, slays him, and now they've only got 5 rounds of buffer left, Matt.
5 rounds of buffer, but about 2 rounds of buying. And remember, that bonus will continue to build up. So this is still very much alive and well for Gambit. Pressure still very much on for Heroic. But don't rule them out of it, because those 2 rounds, convincing. Borup back on top, tied with Hobbit in kills. Cadian, furthest up so far, will take the bench position at middle. Not as powerful as it used to be when it was a little bit more depth behind the bench. You can still see the gun sticking out at this point, but Cadian, he'll start to work his way around quad, checking all the corners, including the ones his teammates are already in, just to be damn sure. As he finds Hobbit, who finds 2, and maybe the end of the game. Nafany's gonna make sure the bomb goes down, but whoa, my goodness, turn around. Because Stowen finds 2, 3 HP, and Nico's the one that has to get the task done of getting the bomb down. He'll do so now, the rotation required. And this, when it looked to be over, has wide open once again, because, oh, well, I say that. Inters needs to get on the horse. He's actually left Axel out on his own at this point, Jackie.
Yeah, this is horrendous. They're giving them the 1v1s, the worst mistake you can possibly make, and Nico, 16 in the clip and 1 in the hole. He's about to turn Axel cold as he'll hit the flick onto him. And again, we're seeing that issue arise. Retakes from Gambit, they've been lackluster at the best of times because they're just so divided. Only one man going in. He's going to get flicked into the cranium, surely, but no. Puts up a bit of a fight. Jumps on it. You've got to get him off. You've got to get him off. Don't run away.
Oh, my.
Gambit, they get it. 16 to 10. They've taken the bot major, the best bot team of all fucking time.
Well done. Good reference there. But that is incredible. I said big balls before. How about a one-on-one hold defuse on a championship point, a major point? Gambit